Hellagur is a 6-star Musha guard. He's available from both headhunting and recruitment, with his recruitment tags being Top Operator, Melee, DPS, Survival, and Guard. Keep in mind, to get 6-star operators from recruitment, you need the Top Operator tag, which is extremely rare. Hellagur has 44 years of combat experience, likely coming from his time in the Ursus military as an Ursus Imperial Guard, and some of the time after that as a mercenary. He stands at 193 centimeters tall, was born on the 5th of May in Ursus, and is of the Liberi race, specifically a Hippogriff. In his archive files and promotion record, it's noted that some of the Rhodes Island ops refer to Hellagur as General. Though he's never revealed his identity, those who were members of the Ursus infected underground found him to be legendary, leading to ops taking an interest in rumors surrounding Hellagur. As an infected himself, Hellagur is more than capable at helping his infected clinic, Azazel, continue its operations, with many infected being thankful for the clinic's efforts. But remaining welcoming and neutral is hard to do in times of turmoil, with one side or another pushing. Sadly, during the Chernobog incident, Azazel was destroyed, and it's best not to bring the topic up around Hellagur. Hellagur's opinion on Ursus authorities is quite simple: pure and intense hatred towards them. Part of this hatred comes from his desire to protect Azazel, with the rest being currently unknown. But even with his ire, he knows that it'd be foolish for any country to take on Ursus, even with its corruption, due to the amount of manpower that Ursus has. His third archive file is a classified log, with some facts about Hellagur's life being inferred from the analysis of a large amount of information. These are: Hellagur has suffered 2 traumas in his life, both of which he's still dealing with. The first was watching a longtime friend pass away before him. The friend was a commander of an imposing army, and the target of Hellagur's mission. The second was when a fight broke out between himself and someone he deeply trusted. Hellagur won the battle, but it's unknown what happened to the other figure. The first trauma: his dying friend gave him a blade called Kudarakiri and a young infected girl named Neon. The second trauma: the person gave him the Black Market Clinic, Azazel, and some conviction. Hellagur doesn't blame his friend who plotted Ursus's defeat, and the child whom he trusted instigated the betrayal and injury of the clinic, and he doesn't hate the kid. His fourth archive file is also a classified log which goes over his military history. Hellagur displayed outstanding talent in the Battle of the Four Emperors, and earned a reputation in the 10th Ursus Casimir's War. During the Blood Peak campaign, he established a glowing record, before disappearing completely. He wasn't killed in the officer purges, which narrows down the list a good deal. In the past, Cal and someone else would have opposed cooperation with Hellagur, but drastic times call for drastic measures. Hellagur is confirmed to be infected. He has a cell originum assimilation of 13% and a blood originum crystal density of 0.21 parts per liter. The notes say that, as a leader of an infected clinic, Hellagur's symptoms are manifestly present, and theorizes that Azazel may have the technology to slow down the spread of infection. But it's pointless to ask Hellagur about it, as he doesn't understand the tech anyways. In his character art drawn by Leduc, Hellagur wears a black shirt with puffy arms, jeans with a snap buckle belt, a knee pad on his left knee, and black steel-toed boots. Underneath a dark teal and yellow jacket with black shoulders, a yellow interior, multiple collars, black gloves, an Azazel armband on his right sleeve, respirator on his belt, and multiple straps coming off his coat. He holds his sword, presumably Kudarakiri, in his left hand. In his voice lines, voiced by Sho Hayami, who also voices Maximilian Janus in Super Dimension Forces Macross, Ultra Magnus and Six Knight in Transformers, Ushinoke Osha Manabe in Ranma 1/2, Zarbon in Dragon Ball Z, Genius Saharin in Mobile Suit Gundam 08th MS Team, Nicholas D. Wolfwood in Trigun, Eri Masami in Serial Experiments Lane, Frank Archer in Full Metal Alchemist, Sosuke Aizen in Bleach, Umibozu in Gintama, Lorelei in Tales of the Abyss, Ichiya Vandale Kotobuki in Fairy Tail, Judao in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Takami Tosuka in Fate Zero, Lord Gremory in High School DD, Vanilla Ice in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Isnario Farid in Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, Ginji Sasaki in Persona 2, Shiva in Grand Blue Fantasy, Belgar in Valkyria Chronicles 4, Arvis in Fire Emblem, and Reiji Ishida in Yakuza, Hellagur often sees things from a military point of view, but also does dwell on his past.
戦火をかき消すには、気が遠くなるほどの苦しみを乗り越えねばならん。しかしその戦火は、一時の過ちでいともたやすくゴーゴーと燃え上がるものでもある。ウルサスの軍旗を借りて指揮を取ろう。命令には服従させる。この脆弱な者どもは、本物の戦争を目にしたことはないだろう。チェルノボーグの陥落と同時に、アザゼルも壊滅的な打撃を受けた。私はあの診療所、子供たちの家を再建しなくてはならん。それが叶うのならば、再建の地がどこになろうと構わん。家族のために捧げる苦労に、理由など必要ない。ロドスの立場は尊敬に値するが、ウルサスの感染者の境遇は、想像よりもさらに劣悪なものだ。彼らが生き延びるためには、暴力を振るわざるを得ないのだ。そこに善悪の概念は存在しない。ウルサス人は皆、その国家と皇帝を自身の誇りとすべし。私もかつてはそうやってウルサスに身を捧げていたが、今はもうその熱意を失ってしまった。時間が私から何もかも奪ってしまったのだ。軍隊での生活が私に教えてくれたことは二つ。一つ、戦友は信頼せよ。二つ、信頼しても信用はするな。この地で生きる以上、我々にはそんな矛盾が永遠について回る。その檻からは、誰も逃れられん。ウルサスと敵対することに異論はない。軍では骨の髄まで忠誠を誓った相手ではあるが、今となっては、幻影と屈辱の残滓が、この身にまとわりついているだけだ。子供たちのためなら、私は悲観。ましてや、投降するなどもってのほかだ。かつては長きにわたる戦争があった。私が敵軍司令部のドアを切り開いた時にはもう遅く。瀕死の友人から刀と懐中時計を受け取ることしかできなかった。敵は指揮官を失い、彼の死はウルサスに束の間の勝利をもたらしたが、私は皮肉にもその戦争に敗北したようなものだ。懐中時計の中の写真？ははは、見られてしまったか。これは幼き頃のネオンだ。可愛らしいだろう。今のあの子には、この頃のしとやかさはないが、自分を愛せるように成長した。それだけで十分だ。ドクター、貴殿も自由に生きてくれ。それがこの私のつまらない願いだ。
At E2 level 90 with max trust and potential, Hellagur has 4,425 HP, 858 attack, 334 defense, 0 resistance, a 66-second redeploy time, 24 DP cost, 1 block, and it has an attack speed of 1.2 seconds. His range is the standard range of a guard, that being the one tile directly in front of him. At max trust, he gets plus 400 HP and plus 70 attack. At max pot, he gets minus 2 DP, minus 4 seconds to redeploy, plus 26 attack, and a buff to his second talent. His first talent, Waxing Moon, which is fully upgraded at E2, gives Hellagur plus 100 tenacity attack speed when he has lost 70% of his max HP. His second talent, Ingenious Strategist at E2 pot 4, has Hellagur regen 70 HP per second when not blocking an enemy. Hellagur has 2 base skills, with one being upgraded at E1 and E2. His first base skill, Release, is upgraded to Break Loose at E1 and Absolution at E2. When Hellagur is assigned to a dorm, self-morale recovered per hour plus 0.55 and restores plus 0.1 morale to all other ops in the same dorm. His second base skill, Art of War, when Hellagur is assigned to the workshop to process skill books, plus 80% byproduct rate. Hellagur's first skill, Crescent Moon, gains SP from attacking and is automatically triggered. All levels start with 0 SP, with level 7 needing 3 SP to proc and M3 needing 2. At level 7, the attack of Hellagur's next attack is increased to 145% and he attacks twice consecutively. At M3, the attack is raised to 175%. His second skill, Half Moon, gains SP over time and is manually triggered. Level 7 starts with 10 SP, needs 29 SP to proc, and lasts 12 seconds. M3 starts with 15, needs 25, and lasts 13 seconds. At level 7, Hellagur gets plus 50% attack, each attack attacks twice, and he gets 75% physical dodge. At M3, it's plus 80% attack. His third skill, Full Moon, gains SP over time and is manually triggered. All levels start with 15 SP, with level 7 needing 41 SP to proc, lasting 14 seconds, while M3 needs 35 and lasts 15 seconds. At level 7, Hellagur gets plus 70% attack, plus 1 attack range, and can now attack 3 enemies simultaneously. At M3, it's plus 100% attack and plus 2 tiles to attack range. Hellagur has 2 modules, the first of which being the MUS-X module, Zohu, a Sheath for Contempt, which gives Hellagur 25% Sanctuary when he's below 50% HP. At module level 3, Zohu, a Sheath for Contempt, buffs Waxing Moon, which gives Hellagur plus 130 attack speed when he's at 50% HP or lower. He also gets plus 350 HP and plus 90 attack, bringing them up to 4,775 HP and 948 attack. To unlock and max out this module, you must have Hellagur at E2 level 60, have 100% trust with him, defeat 10 elite or leader enemies with your own Hellagur, 3 stars stage 5-10, having your own Hellagur defeat Mephisto, have 12 module data blocks, 60 data patching strips, 20 data patching devices, 2 bipolar nanoflakes, 3 polymerization preparations, 4 D32 steels, and 300,000 LMD. His second module, a MUS-Y module named Hot Snow, makes it so that, when defeated, Hellagur doesn't retreat and instead recovers 30% of his HP, with us only proccing once per deployment. At module level 3, Hot Snow buffs Ingenious Strategist, having Hellagur regen 90 HP per second when not blocking an enemy or when below 30% HP. He also gets plus 90 attack and plus 60 defense, bringing them to 948 attack and 394 defense. To unlock and max out this module, you must have Hellagur at E2 level 60, have 100% trust with him, defeat 30 total enemies with your own Hellagur, 3-star stage 7-10, deploying your own Hellagur and only having 3 other ops in the squad, have 12 module data blocks, 60 data patching strips, 20 data patching devices, 2 bipolar nanoflakes, 3 D32 steels, 4 crystalline electronic units, and 300,000 LMD. Hellagur is built primarily for one thing and one thing only, that being a lane holder. Because of his subclass, Musha, he can't be healed by medics or guardian defenders, but can be passively healed by the likes of Angelina, Perfumer, and I believe Bard supporters such as Sora and Skalter. His main ways of regaining health are through attacking, where he heals 30 HP per attack, and his talent, Ingenious Strategist, healing up to 90 HP per second when not blocking an enemy or when below 30% HP with a second module equipped, taking him roughly 50 seconds to heal back up to full. His attack and HP stats are high. He gets a burst of attack speed when at lower health because of his Waxing Moon talent. His S1 hits twice, S2 buffs attack, hits twice, and has 75% physical dodge, and his S3 also buffs attack, extends his attack range, and has him hit up to 3 targets at once. His other module also gives him Sanctuary when below 25 or 50% HP. The competition for being a lane holder, however, is really stiff, because you have the likes of Penance, Mudrock, Thorns, and my personal king of them all, Mountain. This is due to how he heals, how much he heals, how quickly he heals, block count, and DP cost. All the ops listed above have a higher block count than Hellagur, with Penance gaining a shield, Mudrock having a shield that heals her when it breaks, and her S2 healing her. Thorns has the capability to do range attacks, arts damage over time, and his S3 has infinite duration, and Mountain having a higher attack speed, as well as passively regenerating HP, and having more block with his S2. The only ones with a higher DP cost than Hellagur are Mudrock and Penance, with Thorns having about 5 DP less, and Mountain having a massive 13 less DP. And I guarantee you, more often than not, you will see either Mudrock, Thorns, or Mountain being placed as lane holders, maybe even Saria, if we're only talking about solo lane holders. Overall, Hellagur isn't bad, he's just very outclassed by other lane holders who have more utility in comparison. More block count and better healing will, more often than not, trump big damage. Low priority to build. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter and Blue Sky for updates, and please check out my other As Your Lane and Girls Frontline videos as well. There will be a teaser out tomorrow for next week's character summaries.